What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it. Yeah, sir, the pick.
I believe in natural beauty. I just want to keep and maintain my own culture. I feel nervous because this is the first time for me to take part in such a competition and to take part in front of the whole crowd.
Hold on. First of all, Afro in a pageant is fire.
It is.
This is what the big chop looks like when girls start over. Let me say that though. And a lot of them be a little nervous about this transition because it's, I gotta say, it's not the norm on a regular basis to walk around with the Afro. We had a time period though where Afros was dope. Everybody loved it. History has showed us that. But as times transition over, again, you know, we came back into the laid and the slayed, you know what I'm saying, era. Yeah. So yeah, but I think that's pretty dope though.
But around like 2010-ish, that's when the natural hair movement came back, and everybody was cutting off their hair. I was one of them.
Yeah, I remember that day.
A little tiny fro. But that was here in the U.S.
I was going to say something. I was going to say something, but I don't want to give nobody a reason to go search some stuff.
Baby, it's not on the internet.
It's not no more? You took it down?
Private. People weird.
I was gonna say, okay, but you said, all right, yeah, she actually vlogged, y'all, and this is like way before our YouTube. Yeah. Like we started doing it. Actually, she actually vlogged the whole entire Big Chop thing, and it was pretty dope. It was a dope experience. I did.
But that was the U.S. You know, let's hear what's going up in their neck of the woods.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Come on, man. Got the froze, you know they're gonna rock
this hairstyle with the young girls nowadays, you hardly get to see this style here, the Buiniga, because most of them, you know, follow the trend. Whatever happens in the movies in America or Africa, everyone says, "Oh, if they can straighten their hair, why can't we?" Then after a while, they regret because they lost their texture, luster. And they can't get back their Afro.
I can say that I'm really proud of Arietta. It's a challenge to us, to me, and other women to retain the traditional hairstyle, the Buiniga hairstyle.
My name is Eva Batiki, and I'm a chief in the village of Savonrondo. Before, when we look for our mothers, our grandmothers, they all have long Buiniga, long hair, Fijian hair, called Buiniga. But today, it's hardly to see the Buiniga in the village, even in the village. Even myself, no Buiniga.
Where's your Buiniga?
All cut. With it.
Why did you cut it?
Looking for some changes.
That's why it's so important to embrace your own culture. Yes, it's nice to, you know, change things up sometimes, partake in other changes, like she said, changes. But when everybody start partaking in other changes, the culture dies away.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's why you have to embrace your culture and be proud of it. Because there were people before you who went through things, laid foundations for you to have this culture.
Big facts. Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy.
This is the day 2 of the count of the day, and we are having the Buiniga competition. I'm so proud because we are encouraging our friends out there to wear the same hairstyle that we have in Buiniga. It helps us to maintain the Fijian culture.
If you put, say, a lady with the Buiniga amongst all the other Fijian ladies with straight hair, She's the only one that will stand out.
I'm very proud of that, to see them in Buiniga. I hope if I have another children, my girls in the family, to grow up with Buiniga.
I want to encourage others for what our forefathers have practiced in maintaining our culture.
We have to be proud of that, because they are our traditional. That's our Fijian culture, Buiniga.
I think that's pretty dope, if you ask me.
Yes,
I think that's pretty dope.
Okay, so what was interesting to me is that the grandmother, I think she said she was a grandmother, she is a chief. So what I'm seeing in Polynesian culture is that a lot of women are leaders. I would love to learn the backgrounds of that.
No, I feel like, I think that's important.
Yeah, because it was a whole nother video, a part of Polynesian culture that we were reacting to. I can't remember if it was the Tonga. I don't remember what it was, but just some of the duties between the men and the women.
Yeah.
Is different, and I want to learn about that.
Yeah, and I would like to know more about the reasons behind the transition between them wanting the afro still. Well, I know why they want it, but the reasons for them not, keeping the style or
the same
you
as
know
here.
What I'm saying? You believe
the
so?
Same as, okay, but here, the United States was one of the leaders of that, where we had to have European standards for in the workplace and in society, so people started perming their hair, relaxing their hair.
Yeah.
And these are the people who are on TV. And like she said, they saw them on TV.
Yeah.
And, that's a representation. Look at social media. A lot of younger people get, not even just younger people, a lot of people get on social media and they start looking up to,
whatever's
popular
popping.
people.
Yeah, whatever's popping at the time.
Yeah, so they want that style, and, that's what it is.
So tradition to them was
their hair.
It was their hair, which was also a lifestyle for us as well. But again, like you mentioned, at some time in history, there were workplaces and whatnot were probably like, hey, you gotta do something with that, tame it a little, as they would probably say.
Yeah.
And but not even knowing that people around somewhere across the world, the Polynesians, to be exact, they're actually looking up to this still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still being encouraged and believing that, hey, you know what, we're gonna have our little girls still come up with the same style as us.
Yeah, and speaking of social media, with the natural hair movement back in, the 2010s, around that era, social media, a lot of people was encouraging people to let's go back.
Yeah,
Our natural hair is beautiful, and that changed the tide of what was considered appropriate. And now, with us having like things like the Crown Act now to just protect what's appropriate. The hair that grows from my head is appropriate. Okay.
One day they're gonna be like, you can't be too tall.
For
like
real.
it's awkward. You know what I mean? It's like this is something that's uncontrollable. In a sense, it is because you want people to cut their hair, but in reality, it's gonna grow back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just let it be.
Let it be. Okay. Our hair defy gravity for a reason.
Facts.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.